I kindly ask you to look at me as your sister, your mother, your auntie, and a friend. Therefore today, my official names are Esther Akothee Schweitzer. I am a mother of 5. I have 2 handsome boys and 3 beautiful girls. I am an entrepreneur. I own businesses across the country. I am a philanthropist. I love giving back to the community because I know what it means by not having. I am a singer. I'm an artist. I'm a musician. I'm a comedian. I'm a public speaker. So, that is my identity. If you don't figure out your life right now, life will figure you out. And once life figures you out, you lose direction. Once you lose your direction, you lose your motivation. Once you lose your motivation, you lose your dreams. And once your dreams are invalid, nobody wants to associate with you. So, as you are here today, I would like to walk you through on how I figured out my life to be able to create the brand called Brand Akothee. I have nothing to be proud about in front of my parents, because when I was supposed to be a student and a child to my family, I decided to do things adult people do when I was only supposed to do one assignment: be a student and a child to my family. I embarrassed my parents very much. Same Kanyawanga High School, I would sneak behind there to bring my boyfriend some food behind that dormitory there. So, things we did that we are not proud of. And I wouldn't like you to imitate or copy anyone's path, because you are fearfully and wonderfully made by God. You know your strengths, you know your weaknesses. Allow me to walk you through the 7 W's that helped me figure out my life. I started off as a wife instead of starting off as a student. When my parents expected me to be a child, I decided to become somebody's wife at the age of 14. So right now, I'm struggling to attain my degree, which I should have attained years back. I have my fellow colleagues who are driving big cars. When I decided to become a house girl, a housewife, a doormat for everyone, because I forgot the assignment given to me. I forgot to be a child and a student to my family and my parents. Patience. In school you need a lot of patience. You were patient for 8 years. Now you're going to be patient for 4 years. Then you'll be patient for another 4 years for you to achieve your goals. So, as you are living here, going back home, just know that I, Esther Akothee, who is your sister, mother, and auntie, loves you so much.
Akothee, and whether she's a role model to our daughters. Let me ask you something. Who are your children that they listen to Akothee? I know who she is. And other than the song she did with Diamond, I don't know any other song she has done. And I'm saying this because I'm very well aware that Akothee's target market is by no means teeny boppers, is by no means females of a certain age. They follow her because they love her boldness on Instagram. I do too. I mean, sometimes she says something and I'm like, I love you.
Respect the rules of life. Stop chasing once and stop start chasing needs, basic needs, food, shelter, which is accommodation, medical, and education, which I don't even have, but I'm eating anyway. You understand me?
And you know what? There's a lot of closet men and women who can't get over her boldness. She's the kind of chick you love to hate, but then again, you can't but admire her because she's unapologetic. But this whole saga of, oh my gosh, she's not a role model to our children. Who are your children that they listen to, Akothee? Let's just start there. Because you really need to check yourself first. And Britney Spears once said this, and I believe a few other musicians have said this. It is not their job to raise your children. It is not Akothee's job to be a role model to your children. If you do not agree with how she is and what she does, your job is to do what our mothers did, is actually point her out and say, "Uyo anafanya bad manners. That one is not a woman you want to be like." But to act like it's her job to mentor your kids and then force it on her. This is the other thing I can't stand. That you wake up and decide that any person with a public profile needs to be shackled into this box. And I always put it this way. So you're like, I'm going to force you to be a role model, so please fit into this box. And if you don't, I'm going to keep pushing. I don't care. Okay? I am doing me. If you feel that what I do and stand for does not work for your brand of parenting, your lifestyle, or even your aspirations, step away. But do not go and ask somebody else who's getting on with their thing their way, and they're a full grown up that, oh, you've got to be wonderful because I think my child might want to be like you. Your children are listening to Justin Bieber and Rihanna and I don't know, and Avril and King Kaka, and if you're in your 20s, I'm hoping that right now Cardi B is, all you want. Could you explain to me exactly at what point you've decided that Akothee owes you anything? I'm so tired by that thing. Akothee, keep doing what you do. I love your style on Instagram. Baby, I don't know any of your music. And I haven't been to any of your concerts. And here's the thing, because I can't sing along, I might never come. But if you ever ask me out to tea, I'll come happily. But really? Which cool young person in any part of Kenya is listening to Akothee? She's never written music for small people. She's never going to be asked to do music for Sesame Street. She's not going to be invited to Club Kiboko. Is it still there? Now you know how old I am. She's not that person. She has never marketed herself as such, and I don't think she's trying to be. So before you get your knickers in a twist the next time, ask yourself, is that person truly writing music for our kids? And if she is, or you've decided, I think you need to look at your choices again. I have no beef with Akothee whatsoever. Keep going, Mama. Love you to death.